Hey people, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Well, it's another Sunday, and guess what? We're all still here. We're still alive. We're still doing it. We're still doing it every Sunday. 1 p.m. London time, English and Chill, the live English class on YouTube. With me, I'm Ali, if you don't know. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. Let me know. Let's say hello to a few people in the comments. Hi, Atsuko. Always nice to see you in the comments, Atsuko. Alexi, you're always there supporting, buddy. Thank you. Mammy Mima, Lavinia, of course. Chala, new loggers. Nice to see you again, man. Lolly, always good to see you. Rod, the English teacher, good to see you again, man. Wilted flower, I think you mean baldness with B-A-L-D. B-O-L-D is like strength. So it's not, it's a little different. Yeah. Lolly, you came back to the Papa family. Hey, man. It's so good to have you back. I've missed you. You know? It's just, it wasn't the same without you, Lolly. Also, I sneezed just before this. A sneeze is this one. I sneezed just before, and now it looks like I'm crying. I'm fine. I'm not crying. Don't worry. So, I want to know what you want to study today. So, that's what we're gonna look at. Possible topics are right here. You know, I'm gonna move that thingy because the live symbol is just covering it, isn't it? So, let's do that. There we go. That's better. Now that's down there, and I can move that up there. Boom. Done. Everything's good. Life is great again. There we go. Have you got a cold? No, I don't have a cold. I'm fine. It was just a sneeze. Maybe allergies or something. Jana D, difference between American and British spelling. Did I do a video on that? I can't remember. I'm not really sure. Maybe I did. Maybe it's time to do another one. What do you think? I don't know. Alexi, thank you, buddy. Ali, you are the best teacher ever. Naturally. Please give us more secrets of connected speech. I have a whole video on connected speech coming, but today I will make sure that I include connected speech as much as possible when I see it. So, Alexi, your super chat will not be in vain. Thank you for that. And I'm here to bring pleasure on everyone's Sundays. Naomi Tokuno, welcome. I don't recognize your name. Is this your first time here? I always, I like to get to know people. So, tell me a bit about yourselves. I like to get to know people who view me, who watch me on Sundays. It's always nice, you know? Okay, Tutorigos. Can I say almost as almost? Like how I just said it. Okay. Yeah, okay, well, let's just start there. Nice and easy pronunciation thingy. So, almost. Much the same as always. So, if you watched my last pronunciation lesson from my Ultimate British Pronunciation course, get the free ebook at papateachme.com. We learned about the L sound and how there's a light L and a dark L. So in this, because there is a consonant sound just after that L is a dark L. And we can change the dark L's to a W sound. So it's like almost. So you see, lolly, I know, I said man it was a reflex. It was a reaction. I know you're a girl. It was just, bleh, it came out of my mouth. So that's my stupidity. Yeah, so this one, almost. In this case, my tongue doesn't touch anything in my mouth. Almost. So my tongue stays pretty much still. Oh. It's only my lips making that sound. Almost. Same here. Always. So it kind of goes straight into the w sound. Always. Almost always. I change the dark L to a w. Almost always. Now, is that Cockney? Is it posh? Is it whatever? It's not common in posh. It's very common in Cockney, but that doesn't mean it's only Cockney or only posh. I'm not Cockney. I'm not posh. I'm completely in the middle. If you come to London, this is probably the most common pronunciation style you're going to hear. So I would say it's just a very common characteristic of British pronunciation. All right. I don't know why my super chats aren't showing up on screen today. It's very weird, and it makes me upset. Why is this not work? Okay, it's showing up there. Why isn't it? It's weird. Okay. Well, I'll pay extra careful attention to the super chats today. Can't go 1 week without hiccuping. Lavinia, thank you, buddy. I love your last pic with a red tie. Very elegant. Elegant is the word for that. If you saw my photo on Instagram, let's just say it's elegant and forget everything else. Nothing else happened in that photo. Hey, Kareen Boo! How you doing? I'm French but live in Okinawa. I want to go to Okinawa so much. I've seen photos of Okinawa. It looks so nice. Like a little paradise. Anne, Ali, are you Muslim? Nope. I have found you a funny teacher on YouTube. Thank you, Shabil Khan Bangash. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. Hiccups are cute. So, okay, we're learning a few words here. A hiccup. Hiccup is, let me put this word right here. Hiccup is that one. And a sneeze is that one. So just remember the difference. That's very, very light, and we can't really see that, can we? So let's turn that up. Sneeze. And hiccup. Rod, welcome back to the family, brother. Brother. There we go. So sneeze, hiccup. Also, you might see another spelling of hiccup. You might also see it like this, like hiccough. The pronunciation is the same. Hiccup. To be honest, I never spell it like that. I'm just going to remove... Well, for reference, it's there. But I never spell it like that. I only ever spell it like this. That's how I prefer. It's like the word donut. You can pronounce it with the O-U-G-H. You can just D-O-N-U-T. Both are fine. It's just what you prefer, right? At the end of the day, it's what you prefer. Nadia Costilla. Ali, I really want to speak British English. I suck at British. I find it so hard. First of all, I mean, don't worry about it too much. That means you have a cool accent. And that means that means you're interesting. Like when we meet people with a cool accent, you're like, ooh, what's their story? you know? So that makes you interesting. But if you really want to learn the British pronunciation, I have my Ultimate British Pronunciation course, papateachme.com. And every week I'll do a new lesson. Oh my God, I've got to stop hiccuping. I do a new lesson on British pronunciation. So that should help you. Okay. Elner. Hi guys, thank you Ali for your lessons. I think that rules on light L and dark L work also in Russian. Let's try whole and like. Well, yeah, so whole would be the dark L. So again, I could change it to an L. Hole. A hole. There's a hole there. And like, that's a light L. So my tongue hits behind the top teeth. Like. Yeah, behind. It doesn't touch. For me, it doesn't touch the teeth at all. La. But the dark L, yes, that touches my teeth. All. Whole. That's the dark L. Branca Medeiros, how you doing, buddy? Let's have a look. Who else is here? Kareen. Kareen, you bought me a cup of coffee. Thank you, Kareen. You shouldn't have bought me a cup of coffee. You're too nice. You're too kind. I tell you what, when I come to Okinawa one day, I will buy you a cup of coffee as a thank you. Brenda Lim, thank you for the super chat, man. Buddy. Brenda Lim. Okay. Lavinia, Ali, the light L is touching the alveolar ridge. Yes. I have a spare mouth right here. Now, if I use this, not this one. Color won't show against that. Very blue. God. There we go. And I get my tongue because it's always good to have your tongue. There we go. Okay, so in your mouth, right? This part here, this is called the alveolar ridge. Now, you don't need to remember the name of this. Okay, I'm gonna make a new layer here. Hide that. For those who missed the last lesson, alveolar ridge. There we go. That's this. Well, oh dear. That's this right here. You can feel it with your tongue. It's that part right here, right? Feel it with your tongue. With the top of your tongue, the very top, right there. Feel that bit there? That is your alveolar ridge. You don't need to remember the name, but that's the name anyway. Alveolar ridge. Here, this is called the palate. The palate. Now, I noticed actually, who was it? I can't remember, but in Korean pronunciation, I think Chinese too, a common thing when particularly Korean, Chinese, also Japanese, try to pronounce the L sound, the British L, the English L sound. It's not, they don't use the tip of the tongue. It will be somewhere more here, right? More towards the middle of the tongue. And often it will hit in the middle, in that palate area. The palate. Again, you don't need to remember these names unless you're doing like linguistics or something. So just to hear the difference, right? So if I tap here, where it should be, the alveolar ridge, la, 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 la. But if I come back, hear the difference? Oh, la, la, la. Something doesn't sound right. So keep that in mind. La, 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 la. Hear the difference? So it's all about where you put your tongue. That's a huge, huge thing with the pronunciation of the L. Again, though, that's the light L. Like Lavinia said, the light L touches the alveolar ridge. Dark L. So if you said, what was the word? Whole. That was it. Whole. Whole. Now, for me, this might be different for you. For you, it depends. If your teeth, your tongue, your whole mouth structure is a different size to me, it might be weird for you. It might be different. But for me, personally, I would suggest copy me, see if it works. Now, for me, on the dark L with whole, whole. My tongue, whole. Sometimes it like smashes against the back of the top teeth. It's like whole, like pushes into the back teeth, top teeth. But sometimes it's like just here, just there, whole, whole. See? And it's those L's that we can change for a W. Hole. So that's a big hole. Did you fix that hole? See? So that's the difference, and that's where you would put things. Hex, hey Ali, I would like to know when we should spell H darker, like right here. Like, here. Huh? We should spell H darker? Huh? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by spelling it darker. Anna, sorry, I didn't read your reply earlier. Anna, how is uni? You're studying to be something in medicine, right? Anna? Are you from Mexico? I can't remember. I think you're from Mexico and you're studying to be a doctor. I can't remember. Also, I told someone whose birthday it was that I would call them. So I'm going to call that person in just a moment. But... There we go. And then... click. Oh, shit. Whatever. So let's do... Almost or didn't have. Let's do didn't have and needn't. I like that one. That's a good suggestion, Lavinia. So needn't versus didn't need. All right. So you might know that needn't is quite obviously the contraction of need not. You need not worry. You see how old-fashioned that sounds? You need not worry. Very old-fashioned. We don't really say that. But you might hear it. So I need to teach it. That's the difference, right? Anna. Studying for the CPE came... Okay, right, that was it. My bad. Oh, okay, Charlie, you mean when should we drop the H? Yeah, maybe that's what you mean, Alexi? When you drop the H? Not really sure. Interesting. So, okay, let's think of a situation. Okay, let's say, give me any situation. Tell me that something happened, like, I don't know, you bought a dog, you dropped an ice cream, anything. You pick the situation I'm going to make a lesson on it. Nelby. Hi, Ellie, my bestie. Hello, bestie Nelby. How you doing? Unibe. Hello. Alexander, somebody stole my car. Okay, I like that. Alexander has the right idea. Yes. Just give me crazy situations. Crazy situations. Write it in the comments. Write it in the comments. Everton, Life in the UK test. I don't know that one. I will find out and make a video for you, Everton. Mr. Barbovich. YouTube owner doesn't read my message. Doesn't he? Doesn't he? I'm from Tashkent. Hello in Tashkent. I've met a few people from Tashkent. You're very nice. You're probably not everyone, but in general, very nice. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, your name is in Greek, and I can't read it, so I'm sorry, but it didn't need to take an umbrella because the rain stopped. I like that. I like that. Elianzari, I celebrated my birthday 15th of November. I was your birthday! Happy late birthday, Elianzari. Okay, Alexander's got the right idea here. Somebody burst into the zoo. I like that. Okay, Marina S. Something fell on my head from the top of the house. Interesting. HexXX. I think I need to learn a third language. You needn't. Right, so, yeah, already, I just want to say, again, that needn't, really old-fashioned, okay? So don't use needn't a lot. My cousin's dog loves pizza. Is it bad for dogs to have pizza? They can't have cheese, right? The dogs can't have cheese, I think. Or something like that, right? Didn't find love yet. I didn't need to go out in lockdown. Okay. Lavinia says, I needn't study very hard because the exam was easy. Okay. Janity, not a British scenario, though, with the umbrella basically always raining in the UK. Yes, it's very, very true. Although not today. Maria says, the cat ate my homework and proceeded to vomit. That works. That works. I ran into a creepy dude this morning. He touched my butt and he got punched in the face afterwards. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Okay, and I think I know how to say your name now. The Vietnamese name. Wayne? Wayne? It's like Wayne, right? I think. I hope. I had to Google it because I see your name and I feel bad because I don't know how to pronounce it. So I think Wayne? I ran into a creepy dude this morning. He touched my butt and he got punched in the face afterwards. Okay, I like that one. I'm going to use that one. Yes, that one's a great one. Let me just... Whoops. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so... Oops. That's all wrong. There we go. This is bum. Did you touch my butt? Please don't touch my butt. Don't ever touch my butt. This is just ridiculous. Okay. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, yeah, so she grabbed his butt, and then what happened? A mysterious stranger. What was it? Punched her? Was that it? Okay, so we're punching butt pinchers. Welcome to English and Chill, where you can learn English and chill at the same time. Yeah. So okay, we've got a bit of a situation here. Can I move this? I can. I can do whatever I want. I can move it. Okay, so then he punches her, and then what happens? Well, craziness happens. You see. Let's just. Yeah. Do it. Just... So we all know the situation. But you know what? This guy, he's just like, look, buddy, hey. Oh dear, where's his eye going? Oh, you know, I actually kind of like that. Sure, that's fine. It's like, hey, look, that wasn't necessary, okay? So he wants to say that wasn't necessary. I hate spelling necessary. Such a weird word. Because now, you know, we've got... She's like, ouch. You know, that first drawing was pretty bad, but this one, I'm bringing it back. I've got to say I'm nailing this. You know? Like, this is brilliant. Maybe the best drawing I've ever done. I'm kidding. But you know what? Like, who was it? Anna, you said it right. I agree. It's never, violence is never the answer. And he realizes that. He realizes, uh-oh, I've done something a bit bad. I feel remorse. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean it. There was too much of me, and I shouldn't have done that. So what this guy can say is, now if I draw this in a different color, will it show? I'm gonna find out. Okay. Oops. You. Oops. It's not really great, is it? This one. That's even worse. Okay. This one. No, that's horrible. What? So what I can only do... Okay, let's just do a bigger one of this then. You needn't. So we want to say, let's use the verb do. So he wants to say, okay, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. It wasn't necessary. God, I have to spell this again. It was necessary to do that. Right? It's a bit under that one. let's bring that down under there. We can see everything, I think. No. No. There we go. Okay. Ugh. Yes. Wasn't necessary to do that. So do, that's our verb. Okay. Now, this is actually a very good question. The whole needn't versus didn't need in the past. You might think, oh, this is just an easy thing. Why are you teaching this, Ali? That's a great question, and I'm here to show you. Actually, let's just get rid of that one. There we go. We don't need that one right now. It's a really, really good question, and you're going to see why. Okay? So, what an irresistible body. Oh, you crack me up, guys. Why are all the guys bold, says Matic? Because it's quick. It's the same reason the girls have the exact same hair. It's very quick to do. So, right, okay. So, he could say, it wasn't necessary, so we're replacing this with the verb need, right? And it's a negative, so needn't or didn't need. And now it's in the past. Okay, so you didn't need is the second one. You didn't need ... But how do they change in the past? Well. I want to see if anyone in the comments actually... Does anyone in the comments get this? Do you know what the next... how the verb should change with this? Because it gets kind of interesting. How should the verb do? How should the verb do change with these two different verbs? Ah, boom. Natalie M has got it. Yes, needn't, have done. So let's put that in a different color. Let's say blue. Bigger. There we go. You needn't have... Oh, God. Have done. You needn't have done that. So, yeah, we need that. But didn't need to do, right? So keep that in mind. Don't think it's always the same, because sometimes it just changes for no reason, because English is weird, and like, why? Just why, right? So, you needn't have done that. That's one option. You didn't need to do that. That's the second option. The meaning is basically the same. They're both in the past saying wasn't necessary. But the verb form changes. Needn't have, verb 3. Didn't need, to infinitive. So just keep that in mind, right? It's just a bit weird. It's just a bit weird. And as well, it can be the infinitive too. You needn't worry about it. Yes, so in the present tense. In the present tense. Let's change this to a present tense. Oh, you already gave a good example. You needn't worry. You needn't worry. You don't need to worry. So just remember, with the verb need, to. With this whole needn't thing, if it's past, it's have with verb 3. If it's present, it's just infinitive. That's the difference, right? Okay. When, I think I said your name right? Yeah, she was like, only I can grab his ass, you creepy jerk. Oh, your girlfriend did that, right? Yeah. Good. That's a protective girlfriend you have there. Well done. Yeah. It's a keeper. I agree, Karen. Yeah. Okay, so try your own examples in the comments. Try to use present, try to use past. Let's hear your suggestions. Also, we're going to call a birthday girl because I told her I would call her on her birthday. Where are you? There you are. There you are. Okay, Anna, I'm going to call you, all right? Oh, my name is Doug. You can pronounce it like duck, but without the duck. Duck. Oh, okay, so duck. So it's kind of a glottal stop then, duck? I see. Okay. Marina S. She needn't have watched this horror movie before going to sleep. Yeah, so again, remember that you're saying it wasn't necessary, right? So remember what you mean when you say it. So just be careful about that. There we go. There we go. So Tagwa Ali says, you didn't need to say sorry. Perfect example. Really good. Well done. Be Happy says, she needn't have cooked. We ordered some pizzas. Be Happy. Well done. Yeah. She needn't have cooked. Oh, you needn't have cooked. Yeah. So it's correct. But remember, it's quite old-fashioned to say you needn't have done something. Needn't. Quite old-fashioned. Just keep that in mind. But you'll probably still hear it sometimes. Moon says, I needn't have killed that person. Perfect. Shubham Wagmare says, you didn't need to take a risk. You didn't need to take a risk. Perfect example. Well done. Well done. Really, really good. Patipero Brasilenses says, you needn't have broken the friendship with her. Nice. When you say break a friendship, it's better to say fall out with. To fall out with someone. You needn't have fallen out. You needn't have fallen out with her. It's better. Yeah, everyone say happy birthday to Anna. Let's call her. Let's call her. It's time. Jojo, you needn't have taught us this old-fashioned word. So that's the thing with old-fashioned things. You might still hear it. You might still read it. So it's good to know how to use it, or if there's any, extra stuff that you might find confusing. Anna, calling you. Anna. There we go. Let's try again.
Hello.
Anna.
Hello.
Happy birthday.
Just a moment. Yeah, it's on speaker. Yeah, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Very well, thank you.
How are you celebrating your birthday today?
Might go grab dinner with some of my mates.
Nice. What kind of dinner?
I'm thinking of steak and wine, possibly.
Nice. Are you making it? No, someone's making it for you, right?
We are going to a restaurant.
Even
they
better.
are ordering me a cake.
Nice. What kind of cake?
Coconut and chocolate.
Whoa. Okay, I've never tried a coconut and chocolate cake, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I know how to bake one, so when I go to England, I can bake one and deliver it to you.
Oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You needn't worry. You needn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure we can. I tell you what, I'll buy you a late birthday cake when you arrive in London after this apocalypse.
Okay, yes, next year should be it.
Yeah, we're hoping next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. Everyone agrees that coconut and chocolate sound amazing.
Oh, it is. It's mind-blowing, actually.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
That's quite the recommendation. I believe you. Don't get me wrong, I believe you.
And also strawberry and chocolate cake.
Oh, God, yes. Strawberry and chocolate, they're like cousins.
Yeah.
They're like little sexy cousins. They're
Anything
brilliant.
with chocolate and coconut will do.
Easily, yeah. Yeah. So how did you spend the last birthday? To compare.
Oh, my last birthday, it was a huge match in Brazil, a football match on TV. So I didn't get to do anything actually, because this team hadn't gone to the championship in like 30 years or maybe 40 years.
Wow.
And the match was on the day of my birthday, so I didn't get to do anything because everybody had plans to watch the match.
Yeah.
So I just had cake and a few beers and all that. But this year I'm not doing anything huge because I'm saving up to do my master's in Cambridge next year.
Right. So you're studying for the CPE, right?
Yeah, I have the CPE in about two to 3 weeks, and I applied to a university in Cambridge.
Wow.
To do linguistics masters.
In Cambridge?
Yeah, not Cambridge University, the city of Cambridge.
Okay.
And, I should know about it in 2 and 3 weeks.
Someone else in the chat also said they have the CPE in about 3 weeks. Maybe they're from the same place as you then. Or maybe does it happen everywhere at the same time? I'm not really sure about the timing.
I think in Brazil it does. If the person is from Brazil, they are probably having it
right.
on the 13th of December.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Well, good luck for that. Honestly,
yeah.
you sound really good. I think that you sound prepared.
Thank you. I sound what? You
sound prepared.
Oh, yeah. I've been taking mock tests every day almost.
That's good. That's good. That's the best tip I ever give anyone is know your enemy. It's like that art of war. The more you take practice tests, the better you're going to get. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's the best way. Yeah.
Yesterday I had one for 5 hours straight.
Wow. That is commitment. Yeah. I salute you. That is commitment.
Thank you.
So
how are you today?
I'm fine. I'm all right. There's nothing to complain about. So after you finish with linguistics, what is your plan for after that? Do you want to do a certain job, or you just really want to study linguistics?
I work as a translator, and I've been working as a translator for about over 10 years now.
Whoa.
And it's legal and engineering translations.
Is that you translate manuals or?
Yeah. I can read a manual and translate a manual.
Wow.
And even this week, I'm here in my hometown. So even this week, I was translating for a Scottish guy. And he was working in an offshore company in Brazil. So they come and get the refreshment for the course. And yes, I was the one saying everything about explosion, atmosphere, and all that.
Holy
to him.
Crap! Wow.
So I've been doing that. I wanted to teach at some point.
Oh, I see. So what will be the difference when you have that qualification? How will that change your career?
That's an easy one to answer. In Brazil, if you don't do anything to be like a Schwa translator, you are not really valued, because there's always people who go to the USA or even England for 3 months, and they say, "Oh, I speak English, I can translate that to you." But the real thing is that they're going to do that in the Google Translator, and maybe they will proofread it, but companies, they don't really go for quality here. They go for price.
Interesting.
Most of the time. So I don't really get to do like a decent living in the job that I like.
Yeah.
To make more money, I would have to change for something else. And Brazil is very about what you have rather than what you can do.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
it's more like which university you graduated from. Or stuff. So when you choose to be like a teacher, I always wanted to be a teacher before being a translator. But my mom told me, she was a French and Portuguese teacher, and she told me, don't be a teacher because you're not going to make enough money. And that's what happens. You don't make enough money if you're a teacher here.
Right.
So having a master's and the opportunity to teach elsewhere maybe changed my life a little bit. And I can't stand summer. So hot.
You're definitely Brazilian then. An English person would never say that.
But I hate summer. I don't like summer. I don't think British people would actually stand living in Brazil for a long time.
You think so?
Because, I do, because it's like over 30 degrees even on winter. We have no autumn.
Yeah.
Well, I live in Rio, so we have no autumn. We have no winter. We had like 4 days of winter, and winter meant 18 degrees, 20. That's winter.
That sounds amazing.
Other than that, 7 a.m. during summer is like 50 degrees, 47.
This sounds absolutely amazing, and I'm so jealous.
Well, then you might as well have my apartment if you want to, and we can swap places.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally fine with that. You can have this one in the cold months. I'll have yours, and then we'll swap.
Yeah.
Perfect. Easy.
Yeah, we can swap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope the rest of your birthday day is amazing, and I hope you eat lots of that coconut chocolate cake.
Oh, yes. I'll send you a picture once I get it.
Please do. Yes.
But
make us all jealous.
Won't be open today.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have a message for everyone from Brazil watching?
I do. I think that you shouldn't worry much about getting a specific accent. Just go for the thing you feel most comfortable with, the things that you don't struggle so much if you can't pronounce a word, or if you cannot pronounce the L or the Schwa sound. Just go, make yourself understood, and all that. That's what would be my best advice.
I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. That's amazing. Thank you so much. That was perfect. Thank you. And thanks so much for chatting with me, and happy birthday. Everyone's wishing you a happy birthday. Eat for me as well.
Yeah, have a lovely day yourself.
Cheers, Anna.
It means so much. Thank you.
I know, me too. Thank you. See you later.
See you later. Cheers.
Wow. Happy birthday. And amazing advice, right, Halima? It's amazing. Everyone in the chat, Blackboard English, that's Halima. If you don't follow her already, at Blackboard English on Instagram. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's fantastic. Definitely go watch her. Check out her stuff. She's just a phenomenal human. There she is. She's back in the chat now. Thank you. No, Anna, thank you. I love meeting people and I love hearing your stories. So thank you so much. Yeah, okay. Natasha said, I studied at the British Institute in Paris. They said they didn't like my accent there. Well, I mean, were they just assholes though? You have to ask that question. Like, you just have to. If someone says, I don't like your accent, that doesn't say much about you. That says a lot about that person. That's what that says. So, yeah, don't worry about it. You're doing great. Don't worry about the dicks. Yeah, exactly. New loggers, chala. It's their problem, not yours. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, also, okay, no, you know what? Let's dive into this, actually. Natasha, if you're on Instagram, tell you what, Natasha, if you're on Instagram, message me on Instagram right now. I want to chat to you about this. Let's see if you are actually in my things. Natasha, I'm specifically talking to you. I want to talk to you about this. Send me a message at Papa Teach Me on Instagram. I'll call you. We'll chat. I want to hear I want to hear the details about this. I want to hear the drama. I want to hear the story. Yeah. British accent, I love it. American accent doesn't like me. That's an interesting. What's your name? Panafa Junior? I'm not sure, but yeah. Brian, yeah, Anna Azevedo, that was the one on the call. Natasha, well, I was not so pleased. Natasha, please send me a message. We all need to hear this story. If you're on Instagram, that is. I'm just assuming that you're on Insta. I would just assume everyone is on Instagram. Pat M, thank you for the super chat, Pat M. You absolute legend, you. Nefertiti, I want all the tea. I do. I want all the tea. All of it. Alexi, the main thing is to be clear. No one cares about accent. Thank you. Yes, Alexi. Yes. No one cares. Like, again, I keep saying this. Like, if I meet someone with an accent, I'm like, you're cool. What's your story? Where are you from? Tell me things. But if you sound exactly like me, when I meet you, I'm just like, I feel like I know your story. And you're probably boring. You know? So don't worry about your accent. Like, if you want to do it, like if you're an actor, or if you just really want to sound British or really want to sound American, go for it. You have my blessing and I encourage it. And I will help you achieve that goal. But I just don't want you to get stressed about it. I don't want you to think that you have to. You don't need to. It's really completely fine. Yeah. Oh, Natasha is too shy today. Don't worry, Natasha. If you're back next time and if you feel up to it, we'll chat then. Ellie and Zoe. Ali, sometimes we make sentences that are right grammatically, but it's not the way a native would say that thing. How problematic can it be? Great question, Ellie and Zari. So yeah, you could, I can probably take these off. There you go. So actually, I think I heard something the other day about this. A little example could be, whoops. A little example. Okay, right. Okay, so let's just say a really Russian. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I know what I want to say now. Okay. What does she like? What does she like? What does she like? She likes your accent. There we go. Okay, now she will say, "I very like your accent." That would be something. That's something typically Russian students say. So in like from my Russian students, I would hear something like this. I very like blah, blah, blah. From Colombian students, Mexican students, Spanish speakers, Portuguese speakers. This is what I hear. Okay, so now both of these are not traditionally grammatically correct, but what's the important thing here? The important thing is we both understand what you want to say here. We both understand that you like something a lot. We both understand it. That's it. If you said this in conversation, no one will care. No one will be like, what did they mean? Wait, do they like it or not? No one is confused, so don't worry, okay? Like, that's completely fine. But if you're concerned about being grammatically, by the book, correct, right? Like Marina S just said, I like your accent very much, right? So in this case, that should be at the end, and instead of very, it should be really. I really like your accent, okay? Anna got it, yeah. I really like your accent. I quite like your accent. But we don't say very with a verb. I very play basketball. I very go out, right? We don't do that. So we don't use that. But I like blah, blah, blah so much, and that's good. So what the hell was your question? What was my original point? Oh, yeah, if it's grammatically correct, what would natives think? So this is an example when something is not grammatically correct. We don't care, basically. Like, no one cares, right? Grammar English is so boring. No, exactly. Yeah, it's boring. No one cares. So if you said this to me, I'd be like, oh, okay, she likes it. Good. Great. That's fine. But if you say something that's grammatically correct, but we don't often say it, then it depends. It depends on a few things. One, is it old-fashioned? If it's old-fashioned, then we would think, that's a bit strange. If it's just not common to say, okay, let me put these two things in one category. There are 3 points here. If it's old-fashioned, don't worry. If it's old-fashioned, do worry. You should probably not say that one, because it would sound weird, and it's like, why are you speaking like from 100 years ago? But these two, if it's not common to say, or if it's something new that you have invented, like it's grammatically correct, but no one has said it before, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That shows your command of English, your control of English is good. Good enough that you can speak English confidently to create something new. Now, English changes so fast, so friggin' quickly, that you can do that with English. You can just say something one day and a week later, everyone is saying it, and it just continues. So that's, yeah, I think I'm pretty confident with that answer. You should feel confident about creating new things in English. I do it all the time. My friends do it all the time. People I know do it all the time. So don't worry about creating things. That's a good thing. Okay, so we're going to end it there. But I've loved hanging out with you guys. Also, starting December 1st, my speaking club. Lots of you asked me, do I give private lessons? Now I can say yes. I run an exclusive speaking club. I don't let many people in, and it's full at the moment. But starting December 1st, I will open more spaces. So that's on my Patreon. You can check it December 1st on my patreon.com/PapaTeachMe. The link is in the description. I'll open more spaces. You can practice your speaking with me every month. So, a couple more questions and then we'll finish, I think. Evgeny, how fast do you speak in real life? It varies. I mean, I have been lazy with these live streams. I'm not... I speak clearly anyway, but I'm not making an extra effort to slow down. So if you can understand me in these live streams, then you can understand me in real life. That's it. That's really it. Natasha, did you laugh at your students? Not because of their English ability, but no. Okay, in reply to your question, no. There's the easy answer. Marina, every stream with you just... Oh, aren't you sweet? So I'll be back next Sunday. Please invite your friends. Tell them about this live stream if they want to come practice their English and chill. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Lavinia, Ali, can I use thy instead of your? Not in real life, Lavinia. Only in a Shakespearean play. That would be a better idea. Yeah, cool. Oh, great question. Okay, if I make a mistake when I talk, should I stop to fix it or continue? And if I continue, does the examiner pay attention? What a question. Okay, great question. If you are in a speaking exam, right, and the examiner... Okay, the examiner's job is to assess your level of English. So let's imagine that I'm talking to you. You don't know if English is my first language. You don't know that. But I'm speaking to you and I'm like, oh, yeah, yesterday well, what happened? Yesterday I met with a friend and we ate salads. If I said we ate salads, I might be like, wait, what did I say? And I might correct it, but we both know that I know my mistake. The important thing is that you show your command of English, how much you can control. So don't worry about those little mistakes. If you make a mistake, just keep going. You could, I mean, if you're really worried about it, you could make a motion like, oh, yesterday I went out. Yeah, it's fine. But the examiner wants to know that you feel comfortable speaking English. That's the key thing. Not your accuracy, your comfort. Because think about how you chat with someone. It's not about how accurate you speak to them, but how easily you can communicate, how easily you can give your message to them, they can give your message to you. That is the key of an exam, not your accuracy. So don't worry. Okay. So thank you all for watching. Jenny Hofer, Lavinia, Hex, Alexi, Mammy Mima, Rod, thanks for joining back. Lolly, always good to have you back. Atsuko, what a legend. Thank you for joining again. And I'll see you all next time. Next Sunday, 1 p.m. London time, right here on Papa Teach Me on YouTube. Bye-bye. I'm still reading your comments, by the way. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Ruby. Bye-bye, Rin. Bye-bye, Amato Mano. Bye-bye, Hadise. Ika. Miriam Tiralonga. Moon. Fox Detector. Javier. Anna. Helena. I haven't seen you before. Hello. Karine. Leonardo. Marina. Bianca. Iliana. Natalia. Akash. Matis. Ellie. Jana. David. Elena. Okay. Stop. See you guys later. See you next weekend.